taming the snow owl and the Gacha. It's gonna be fun. So the snow owl is located in the snow biome, blue ob area. As you can see, when you go into the snow biome here, the bubble makes it so you can't actually see what's still behind you. So it's easy to get lost in here. I just like to use my map, use the chords, navigation. So snow owl, a lot like the Argent. There's a taming cage I threw up earlier, testing the game out. Just gotta find one. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, wolves. Alright. Let's try and kite this guy in. Kill off more of these ads. Or not. Killed it. Screwing around. Let's try to find a different one. These guys here, these guys are like micro-raptors, wherever it went. They will knock you off your tame right now. Let's see what it's called. I have not yet tamed one of these guys. And oh, it's on me. So I don't know what they are or what they do. Magnagarth? Mar? Something? Alright, back to Snow Owl. Let's see. And of course I'm playing on a boosted server. This is our Castaways 50x server. Live right now if anybody would like to join. So taming's boosted, harvesting's boosted. We have our in-game shop. Many of pages, lots of stuff to buy. Of course, everything's based off of in-game time. So the longer you spend in-game, the more points you get, the more stuff you can buy. Oh, there's one. Looks like two of them right here. And these guys are pretty fast. They're a lot faster than an Argent. And they can get through like a one wall opening. So you want your dino gates to be pretty tight. And give yourself plenty of room to get them inside, because like I said, they are fast. And they're a pain in the butt. Keep this guy out of aggro range. See if I can't kite one of these. Hey. Really? Well, there goes another one. Gotta love that demo gun. Back on the hunt. Find another snow owl. They're pretty much around. Just gotta look for them. Not like it's a rare dino or anything. But, unfortunately, you need the snow owl to get the Gacha. And the Gacha is quite the creature. It can create polymer, crystal, silica pearls, all kinds of stuff. And it just creates it without using any resources, anything. There's another one. Let's see if we can get this guy. We do have S Plus, Automated Arc, Sabertooths. Sabertooths are always fun. Oh, I want to move them. Don't want them that close. Don't want them following me either. Come on. Let's get this guy. I keep my dino gates, the actual gates themselves, on the hotbar. Just to make it so it's a lot easier to snap the dino gate in place than try and close the door. If I can get this guy to aggro. Maybe I'll just knock it out right here. Seems to be glitched on this woolly rhino. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, failing. Failing. Come on, birdie. You gotta be kidding me. They don't like to aggro us. I mean, when they aggro us, it's good. But trying to get them to aggro is like, come on. Right now, it probably still has a bunch of tarpor. Oh, did it go down? Well, I don't see it flying. I think it went down somewhere. Oh no, there it is over there. I gave up on the cage. Look at that. Go to sleep. Like I said, it's a 50x server, so it should only take a couple of bites for this guy to tame out. I'm gonna run away just to try and keep anything bad from aggroing to it. Go get my PT. Oh, look at that. See, that's already tamed. Must have been a low level. Doesn't matter. Well, depending on what you're taming it for, level doesn't matter. If you're taming it to get the owl poop, then it doesn't matter. But if you're taming it for the abilities, which I'll show you, let me craft a snow owl. Oh, I gotta do that in a smith. I don't have any metal. Let's take it back to our little base. Easy to get lost. Use the map to try and make sure you get your ways through. One thing about Extinction is it doesn't have world borders. Instead, it has death zones. So you can see, you see in the background there, you see the red lights. That's like a barrier. If you go past that, you start incurring damage, you and your dino. So there's no world border, you just start taking damage. I should have brought an saddle with me. And now we're out of the bubble. Kind of a nice little feature. Helps separates the arcs, the biomes a little better and make it more artificial. Like the biome was created. This here's the city. Kind of showed previews of it yesterday on the stream. Just kind of exploring the map, using some admin commands, force taming dinos. Now we're doing it the right way, kind of. 50x is pretty much knockout and insta-tame. But you get the general idea of what it eats, what you have to do to tame it. We're going to bring this guy back, and we're going to make it poop. Let's see. Taxidermy station, look at that. That is a fake snow owl from one I tamed earlier. But it made a exact copy of this guy right here. So I'm not quite sure how that did. One of the tribe mates made it. But it looks pretty cool. You can do that with any dino, I guess. Maybe limit on size. But let's get this guy down. So I'm just going to steal the saddle off of this one. Oh, I'm a little fat for it. Let's see, weight. So features. This thing is crazy. So AOI, it's got a healing. So if you hold the second attack, for me it's right click on my mouse, it will do a freezing heal. Just like that. But it burns up stamina like crazy. So this would be definitely a tame. You want to put a lot of stamina in. So it's kind of a flying pig, but it doesn't use food to heal stuff. It uses stamina. So that's one of the good things about it. And then another thing is if you press C, you get infrared, which is also another AOE. So it only goes for certain distances. So I can't see like enemy players like clear across the map. But if I start flying around and flying about, I can they come in. So as you can see, that Pteranodon there came in, and the closer I get, the hotter it gets. And then there's another PT that's coming in, and there's another dino, and that also uses stamina, and I have not put any more stamina in. So I'm just gonna jump off. And let him land for a second. So that's that. It's the C attack. But in this case, it's a C ability. Another feature is it has a gliding pounce freeze. So if you hold spacebar or jump, you can do a pounce freeze like a griffin. Let me do that again. Or maybe it's right click. Yeah, it's right click. You do a flying freeze, and it works on wilds also. So let's take a look here. Let's get oh, we have speed flyers on the map, but because this is a new creature, the mod hasn't been updated for them yet, so we can't increase movement speed. So that's a little bit of a draw. Hopefully they'll get that updated soon. But you can kind of speed around. And as you can see, that PT, there's frozen solid from that little AoE. The more speed, the more height you get, the further the range is. Do that again. Megatherium. So we got a little bit of freeze, I guess, so it just wasn't high enough. Try that again. Kind of scout your prey out. Look for them a bit. Got them. Now, unfortunately, you can't shoot them with tranq darts or anything to tame them while they're frozen. Which would be a cool effect to boost a massive amount of stamina and sit here and hold them frozen while your tribe mates sit there and tranq them out. That would be cool, but you can't. When it has that freezy shell on it, you cannot tranq them. And I'll have to test it out, but I don't think you can do any damage to them either. Could be wrong. Alright. Let's do the Phiomia trick here. Let's get some of the owl poop. I don't have any berries. Let's see if we got berries in this guy. Nope. Stem berries work amazing for making dinos poop faster. Just to see if I have any. There's some. Alright. So let's get him going. So you want this guy to poop a few times. That didn't work. That is not it. That is my poop. Let's see if we can force him to poop. There we go. So this is the owl feces. He kind of poops in front of him. I guess if you know how owls work, they eat and then they regurgitate stuff. But that is snow owl pellet. That is what we need to tame the Gacha. So I'm going to pick those up. Give me any more? Feed him some more stems. Get that food to go down. Right here. And you can kind of force them to poop also by pressing plus on the numpad. Makes them poop. So as the food goes back up, he'll be more frequent to want to poop. You can kind of feed him some more. Hit that plus, and more poop. Alright, I'm going to leave this guy here and show you where the Gachas are at. Found these guys yesterday. We are going to be heading towards 2525, which is the entrance to the underworld. Yes. Much like the center, this map also has an underworld. The first part's fairly peaceful. The further in you get to the boss, and there's massive adds. The adds this time are Megalosauruses, Rexes, Allosauruses, and there's a lot of them. A lot of them. You'll know when you're in the right place because there's this giant obelisk kind of looking piece of metal here. And I believe this is green obby. And it's a failed ob, like it corrupted and fell back into the map. Or fell back into the earth. It broke or got destroyed or was a failed attempt, first attempt at making an ob. The obs on this server don't have tribute uploads. They're just obs like experimental nodes or things just hovering in the air. They don't really have any use yet on Earth here. Unlike they do. Oh, this one's blue ob. Okay, not green ob. It's blue ob. Gamma up here. And you can see it's broken and not working and probably created this massive hole in the ground. What we are looking for is what I like to call the Gacha. Sounds like I got ya, but it's not. It's Gacha. I believe it sounds like Gacha. Find one of these guys. They're pretty cool. They look like sloths. There's one. What's that guy? Okay. So here's a Gacha. Look at this guy. Bushes. Bushes, bushes, bushes. Look at him. And the way you tame these guys is pretty unique. You need to use the snow owl pellet, and it's not the typical passive tame. What you want to do is you want to try and get up to him quick and just drop it on the ground. Drop the poop on the ground. He will come pick it up, eat it, and bam, you have tamed a Gacha. Simple as that. If you're not on a 50x server, it's probably going to take you more owl poop. But yeah, and higher the level. So I believe this guy, I can craft his saddle in my inventory. Right here. And his saddle's kind of unique also. It's not a top mount saddle. He actually carries you like a chin strap. Bam. So we're going to slap this saddle on him. Throw a little bit of weight in. This guy is definitely not for DPS. He is not powerful. He can break stone though, but he doesn't get anything from it. Doesn't know harvesting, nothing. So maybe you're trying to clear out a space, you want to place your base, you can use him to clear out stone. He also has a right click that smashes the ground. The longer you hold it, the more powerful he does. Still breaks the rock. Still don't get any resource. He doesn't get any resources from bushes. None of that. No resource harvesting. No C feature. So he doesn't have any ability by pressing C. He doesn't jump, doesn't do anything with spacebar. But this guy is very unique in the ability that he can craft rare resources without needing anything. And the way you do that, let me slap some food in him here. The way you do that is you just hold E, go on the radio hill, and look at production. And you can have him craft random any of these. Otherwise, he can craft black pearl, clay, congealed gas ball, fragmented gem, flint, stone, and different gachas produce different stuff. You can get a gacha that produces polymer. You can get they do all kinds of stuff. This was from one I tamed earlier. Let's see if putting it in its inventory changes it. No. So that is a different feature that I just found out. Depending on the gacha you tame, see this one looks identical to the one I have already, which is weird. I'm just gonna park this guy. We'll run over. Maybe it's by gender. So this one's a male. So I'm just gonna leave that guy right there. I'll come back. About 29. I came and tamed one earlier to find out how to tame them, of course. And just have to get back to them. I believe he's right down here. Where are you, buddy? There he is. So this one here, where are you going? I didn't put you on wander. This one's production is different. Now I don't know if maybe it's the belly. I didn't notice the other one. This one's lit up blue. Might have to get them together and compare. But this guy, it's a male also. Its production, you can do organic polymer, silica pearls, clay, fiber stone, and fungal wood. I have this one set on organic polymer. Oh, and he just made something. So that's what he did. He sits down, he chews his jaw, and then he kind of ejects these little crystals that you pick up. And that crystal is kind of like a second farm resource. So you can see the crystal here in my inventory, and if you look at it, it says consumable. I wasn't too confident in it the first time I did it, so I made a couple sleeping bags, slapped a sleeping bag down, thinking that it might kill me. But what it does when you actually select E and you consume it in your inventory is it breaks the crystal down and it gives you what you set it to craft, organic polymer. And he does it pretty frequent. I think it might be based on stamina, on its production rate. Not certain. Maybe it has to be set to wander. But if you're not on it and you give him a little bit of time, he'll do the animation to where he'll sit down and he'll start chewing on his jaw just like that. And start chewing on his jaw and he'll drop poly. I mean, he does it quite often. He didn't do it that time though. Get some of these bushes out of the way. So I'm not exactly sure the timeline on it. Maybe it's food related. So that didn't do anything to his food. Okay. Still experimenting with this guy. There he goes with the animation again. That's usually what he does when he crafts the organic polymer. And if you see that chin strap he's got there, that is the actual saddle. So when I jump on him, I'll go to jump into K mode. You can see there I am riding underneath his chin. Which is definitely a new type of saddle. It's kind of strange. I do not believe he'll create organic polymer or create any resources while you're saddled. Actually, let me try that. Let me see what it does when I force him to poop. Not ready to poop yet. Alright. Let's burn some. Maybe it is stamina related. Let's burn some stamina out. There we go. Burned a little bit of stamina out. Let's see if now if he'll make something. Let's get these bushes out of the way here. Come on, buddy. Do your thing. Drop a crystal. Oh. No. Well, he was doing it a lot more often last night. So, I don't know if you have to keep selecting it each time. Don't know. Anyway, this is pretty much the only way that I have found so far to get polymer in the sense that we're used to. There's also another type of polymer. It comes from the corrupted dinos, and it's called a corrupted node, something like that. Nodule, and it's organic polymer. It's exactly the same as organic polymer. So we'll leave this guy here. Let's go kill something corrupted, so you can see what I'm talking about. Also, this here's the underworld. That's just the entrance. You can summon the tree boss, forest. The forest titan. This is where you can summon the forest titan, and you get to him by going through this little cave right here. And once you pass through this cave, it adds like crazy. So you can already see the aloes starting to come in. The caprisuchas. The UDs, Rex. The ads are just everywhere. So this is, and we don't have cave flyers or anything on, so this is an actual feature where you can fly inside this cave. So even though you have all these ads in here, you can pretty much bypass them. And there's a drop. Oh God. Whoops. Well, that PT's gonna die. No? Almost. Oh my god, look at that. That's insane that this guy did not die. Alright, so there are Perlovias in here. I didn't get hit by a Perlovia last time I came in. And those guys have overpowered targeting. So I'm just going to get back out of there. That cave goes pretty deep. And there's only one way in, one way out. And that's it right there. That's where you summon the forest boss. The forest boss doesn't spawn in there. When the forest boss spawns, teleports you out of that cave and up here. This here is where the forest boss generates. Right here. Right on this little flat right here. And this is where you fight the forest boss. Or tame it. Because it is tameable. What's that? Oh, it looked like a little cave down here. I could not believe my PT survived that. Saddle helps. Saddle definitely helps. When you spawn in, you get a PT. This one here, it's like a 1%er. So I just kind of got fortunate. Bunch of us spawned in. I kind of went through everybody's saddles and took the best one. Just because I'm out exploring. They're just farming, doing stuff like that. Saddle helps. But health, 8k. This was 180 Pteranodon. All of our dinos are set to 210. I think it was 185. And then you get 75 levels for taming, 75 levels for putting in. So I put some health into them, stamina, obviously movement speed here. Just so I can get around and go. Otherwise, without that saddle, this PT would have gotten insta-murked by those aloes. Alright, well, now you know how to tame a snow owl and a Gacha. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Try and get these tames, and because the wiki, I don't believe the wiki's been updated yet. So try and get these taming methods out there as soon as possible for all of those possibly struggling or want to tame stuff like this but just don't quite know how. Subscribe and like. You can see more of the videos that I post on how to get these guys tamed. Get the gameplay going with the Extinction. Other than that, until next time. If this guy will load. Come on, there we go. Did that not stop?